Hi everyone, it's Luis again. Today I'm making a video on my chocolate plant, Pseudoranthemum alatum, and my Brownia macrophylla, or phylla, depending on how you want to say it. Now, the reason I'm making two videos, or a video of two plants at the same time, is because my best example of my chocolate plant is in the same pot as my Panama flame tree. So, and also my chocolate plant is in bloom, so I want to show you the bloom. My flame tree is not in bloom, but I will show you a picture of what it will look like when it blooms, and if it does bloom for me, I'll make a video. So I want to start with the chocolate plant. The reason it's called the chocolate plant, not because it's not the cocoa tree plant, but because of the beautiful leaves that have a chocolate-like color. It's kind of brownish, and it has these silver blotches down the middle of the leaf. And it does this when it gets the proper amount of sun. Now on the underside, it's completely green. Now, I want to show you an example of a younger plant that's not in bloom. And this is what it looks like. It still has the typical leaf with the silver markings in the middle. Now, both the first one I showed you and this one, they're both outside and they're given partial shade. And but this one is receiving less light than the other one. So if you give it less light, it's going to be more on the greenish side. And if you give it the proper amount of light, it will be a chocolate brown color. Now, if you don't give it enough light, like I did on this one, because I have it here in the orchid room, it's going to start growing leggy, or it's going to do that phototropism thing, trying to look for the sun. And I just watered it yesterday because it was kind of droopy. So that's the good thing about this plant. It tolerates some drought, so if you forget to water it, you can water it again, it'll just pop right back up. But if you notice on these one, the leaves are narrower and a little bit longer. So you want to give it the right amount of light so that you can get your leaves looking like chocolate. So I'm going to show you a picture of the bloom on my phone, and it has this beautiful violet purple flowers, if you can see that. And what I like about it, it's even though it's not a monocot, so it's not in the family where the orchids belong, it has similarities that I like. If you look at the flower, it has a petal that is oriented down. So it almost gives the illusion or the sense that it has an up and down location or orientation. And because it does that, which is similar to what orchids do, it also gives it the bilateral symmetry. So now you're going to have the left and the right side to this flower. And remember, these two plants are not monocots, they're dicots. So they're going to have petals in numbers of 4s and 5s versus, like the orchids, in groups of 3s. So that is the chocolate plant. I'm going to show you the blooms. The blooms, they're real tiny, but if you're not careful, they drop easily, so they're gonna fall. So that's what the spike looks like, and you'll have like 4 or 5 blooming at the same time, but not more than that. I've never seen it do that. But he does seed, and some people consider it a weed. I don't, because I love the leaves. And I grow it here in Texas, outside in the Texas heat, and it does fine. In the winter, you can bring it in, but you can also treat it as an annual because it could die if it freezes. But it will, if you keep it up from freezing, then it will come back next year. So it's almost like an annual also. I mean, a perennial. So that's my chocolate plant. Now let's go to my Brownia macrophylla. And for that one is this one right here. See those beautiful leaves? And this is a tree that grows up to 15 feet. And it comes from Panama. So it really likes tropical, it's from a tropical rainforest. It doesn't look like it's the heat here in Texas is bothering it because I have it outside and it's still doing good. Now this tree grows up to be up to 15 feet, and it has a cluster of flowers, almost like a mimosa. And I'll show you the flower of it. And what I like about these leaves is that when they first come out, they come rolled up, and then they flatten, and they come out straight down like that. And they look like, just like, they call it the handkerchief plant, because when they do come out, they just look like two handkerchiefs coming down. So for the Brownia, I'm going to show you a picture of what it looks like. And like that. Hopefully one day this thing will bloom for me. Right now it's a youngster. So that's the Panama flame tree, and it also goes by the rose of Venezuela. So hopefully one of these days that tree blooms for me. So again, I hope you like my video. This is the chocolate plant with the little blooms right there. And also my Brownia macrophylla, which is the Panama flame tree. Thanks for watching.